Yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 151 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us once again, co-hosts of the show, Finest Gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Representing. Howdy.
The man behind the Pouffe Poussey, Geotrix.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's that?
151. Rocking. Did you notice with the last, the first video that I uploaded to Hive, just linking to YouTube, I put the thumbnail on there, but because YouTube, when I put the link, YouTube converts it to a YouTube playable, it went down to the next image on the page. So it actually posted, like, the thumbnail on all the media showed the episode before from when I scrolled down to previous episodes. So what I started doing was putting in an extra image at the top of the previous images so that the thumbnail was right.
So that's going to be it from now on.
But the last one, because I included that meme that you trolled B Jangles with,
yeah,
it worked okay on the Hive post. It shows the correct thumbnail, but then all the links are dropped into Discord and on Twitter. It's showing the Simpsons meme as our thumbnail. Because the image grabber just grabs the first image that it comes to. Yeah. So I'll have to make sure that our image is above the next one. I don't know why it's selected that, but there you go. Yeah, so come on, Free Speak. What's happening? Like the rate we go, we're going to get banned on YouTube at some point.
Yeah.
And so linking to YouTube on the Hive posts, it's a temporary fix until we get banned. So come on, Free Speak, get those servers up and running. We love Free Speak. We want to be posting to Free Speak. And Matt, you've got some news from Ausjailya and Gulagos.
Yeah. So last night the under 16 social media ban passed the House and the Senate.
Mm-hmm. Of course,
it's still a year away from implementation. They're giving the social media platforms a year to implement safeguards. They love saying safe. Every time I see a cop car, keeping South Australia safe. It's like safe. That's the only thing. Safety. Freedom's not. We don't even. It's not even on the radar. Freedom.
It's an afterthought.
It's a long distant memory. It's all about safe now. We'll give you safety.
Think of the children, Matt. Think of the children.
Safety is a false promise. You know what happens at the end of your life? Any guesses what happens at the end of your life? You die. There's no such thing. You can't offer me safety.
Yeah, no one gets out of here alive.
No, exactly. So anyway, safeguards put in place. So for social media sites, it seems to be they're focusing only on sites where you can log in as get an account, log in as yourself, and then post publicly. So if it's messaging stuff, peer-to-peer messaging, I don't think Discord is affected because you'll be in a server where you're just commenting in that server. They just don't want posts to go viral, posts criticizing them to go viral. That's basically what it's about.
So they're getting ready for the next scamdemic.
Well, probably, yeah. So
to censor information quicker and before it.
That's right. So
big stage,
what they're doing is they're saying anything that you need to log in to view, they'll need to make sure that it's 16 plus. I could see social media. I could see Twitter offering if you're from Australia, you can just view Twitter without any login, right? You just look at everybody's stuff, no login at all. So then anybody who wants to look at Twitter, they might not be able to reply, because they don't have an account, but they can still get their news from Twitter, which would be fantastic, right? So there's workarounds. Mm-hmm. But I think the important note for us is, and I mentioned this, we had the Hive meetup, last one for the year, the Adelaide meetup last night. So there's a small but very chatty group of people, the Duke of Brunswick. Good fun, good times. We talked about everything and anything. Great to see Little Small Holding again, Mini Small Holding, sorry. So we discussed this at the meetup. the onus of the legislation is on the social media provider to run checks, right, to make sure that the people that they're, but also to not keep that data, keep the whatever data is provided, which is the evidence vindicating that you checked. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. We're gonna come. Okay, prove to us that you checked the age of these people. Well, we can't. You made us delete the data that we collected when we verified their age. So people think it's affecting under 16s. It's not. Everybody who wants to have a social media account, everyone who wants to Facebook, Twitter account, they will need to verify to the platform that they are a certain age. And the only real way to do that is to give all of your information to these platforms. So it's a long road to go. There could be high court challenges, constitutional stuff. A whole lot of people have said this is rubbish. It's a long, hard road between what passed and then there's technical workarounds, VPNs and the like. The ugliness is that this is making a laughing stock of Australia, right? We look like absolute wankers again, right? Across the world, people are mocking us, and they're absolutely right to. If you're laughing at Australia now, please continue. We are the punchline of a stupid joke, right? We honestly, this country, it is not home anymore. It's just the place that I live, right? I just live here now. It's not home. So go ahead and mock Australia. We deserve it.
Yes.
My point I was making, though, is if the VPNs for whatever reason can't be a workaround, and if you get on Facebook and Twitter and that people have to provide all of this ID, Hive is perfectly situated to pick up a lot of those people, right? Because there's no authority issuing accounts. You're the authority. If you have an account creation token, you make an account. That's you. That is completely decentralized, right? So you look at Peak D and Ecency. These sites are just translators. They just communicate with the chain for you. They're not authorizing anything, right? Even when you log into Peak D, all you're saying is when you log into Peak D. I don't know if people realize this from a technical perspective. What's going on is you're just saying, okay, this is the person I'm claiming to be. I'm logging in. Yes, this is me. When I go and click the upvote button, I want you to prepare a transaction with this account name, right? And then I'll sign it with Hive Keychain.
Yeah.
But that's all you're doing, right? You're not actually getting permission from them. They're not in charge of anything. They're just a translation service. And if something happened to Peak D, they would just you could spin up a replacement very easily because they're not storing the information. The information is on the database, which is the blockchain. So if all of this continues, it could actually be a really good, and in other countries as well. UK's pushing this. There's other countries that are trying to push this same rubbish. It could very well be an excellent opportunity for us to really push Hive as an alternative, where we can say you won't be censored. You're not getting permission from anyone. And this is where I think permissionlessness is really the key word, right? So once you say something is permissionless, people go, okay, cool. I don't need to get permission from anybody. I can just do it all myself. That then will draw in the right kind of people. I think that word really resonates. And I love Eric Voorhees' keynote address for Permissionless 2, which is actually a conference. Same sort of deal. If you can get across this, when you're saying decentralized and distributed and people just sort of, their brain just fogs over. But if you say permissionless, no one's in charge except you. You're entirely in control of this thing. People who feel like their control's being taken away and they're being silenced, this is now fertile ground for us to spread the word and say, look, I got these account creation tokens. If you have this, you need the Hive Keychain browser extension, and that's it.
Yeah.
No one can stop you posting. No one can stop you reading. You can read without an account, right? You can you just open up Peak D and just read whatever you like without an account. It's just if you want them to remember who you're following and all of that to give you a feed. But otherwise, it's publicly available. You don't need to be yourself. You can be completely anonymous, but you're going to see everything that the people you follow post, and the people that follow you are going to see everything you post, and nobody can stop you, and you don't need to ask for permission. There is no authority between yourself and the database, because that's what it comes down to. You go to 9gag or any other site at all, you ask them you send, here's this thing I want you to post, and they say, will we add this to the database? Do we like you? Do we like this piece? Yeah, all right, it goes in the database, right? And we're saying let's get rid of that entirely. It's none of that. It's not about. There's nobody checking. It's just you right to the database, and anybody can read it. So that's a I think a big recruiting opportunity for us. People are looking for a way to say up yours. Going to Hive isn't the same as bypassing things and staying on Facebook. It's like 10 steps ahead. It says, okay, you forced me onto this now. Now I'm earning crypto. Now I'm completely immutable. You had a bit of control, right, when I was on Facebook, but your rules forced me off Facebook, and now you've lost what little control you had. Yeah. And that's the message I think that we need to send. So there's a bit of a learning curve. I think if we hold people's hands and say, here's your keys, put them somewhere safe, put this owner key, put the password into Hive Keychain browser extension, and then if you ever lose your laptop or whatever, that's fine. All you need to do is take the key again, put it into the re-download the Keychain browser extension, put it in again because you've got it stored in a safe place, and you're completely back up and running. You don't have to worry about any of that. Self-custody is scary, but it's fertile ground now. But after last night, it is now. There are a lot of people looking for alternatives, and I think if we can say, here's the one that you won't have to. You're not moving to Blue Sky or whatever that's currently got a big marketing budget, but is still permissioned. Right? You're not going to have to worry that a year from now they refine the law or they change something or the policy changes. There's nobody in chat. There's nobody getting between you and the database. So this is the last social media site that you need to join. That I think is the messaging that'll cut through. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that. If you're in a country that's got all that stuff coming, let's push that messaging and really get Hive front and center. Yeah,
I shared Knight's post while you were talking about that too, that he put into Discord, saying, hey, look, this is a perfect opportunity, get people onto Hive. Yeah, from the Hive Australia general room. Yeah. The fact that they're doing this now, it really, really screams to me that something's coming again soon that's going to require a lot of censorship. Like the New Zealand government's involvement in the mosque shooting. I don't know if you've ever seen the video that Max Egan put together for that, when he's showing like handlers and like he's getting comms in his ear telling him where people are when they're escaping because they're completely out of range. Like so much of that sort of stuff. It's a really, really good one. It essentially, and the car that he escapes in, like it gets waved through a police checkpoint, stopping everyone. Like, and what did New Zealand do? They not only did they go all out with the level of censorship they could to ban the video, but they made it a crime to watch it. So if it popped up in your ISP history or IP, you actually watched that video, they would come and arrest you and put you in jail. A crime to watch a video because it basically proved that the government was implicit in it. And then the whole level of censorship that came along with the scamdemic. Anyone, professor, like, what's it, Karen, what was her name? The doctor, Russian sounding name. What's her name? I'll look it up and I'll come back to you on that. But before, and I've actually got some screenshots somewhere using Wayback Machine. Before the scamdemic, like you looked her up on Wikipedia, and it's like she's professor of this and like professor of virology, and she's got all of these grants from all of these things and blah, 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 blah. And now you look her up and she's like a left-wing extremist, conspiracy theorist. They just rewrote the history on Wikipedia. But anyone who said anything that didn't agree with the story of the non-elected NGOs that were telling governments what to do, anyone with a different opinion, regardless of how well qualified they were, boom, censored. So now they've taken this extra step. Something's around the corner. Something big is around the corner for sure, if they're putting this in place first.
Well, and this is where we need to frustrate them. So they've said we're giving the social media platforms a year to get their act together. If we spend that year actively recruiting, so anybody who wants real freedom can have it, can get set up. I got a couple of thousand account creation tokens. Frogcake has a couple of thousand account creation tokens. That's our South Australian upvote bot. Oh, that's the
Ali.
We can use that year, right, and make it so that anybody who wants a voice and is happy to just learn a few extra steps can do that. So yeah, really on fire for that. The other thing too is I think politically, again, I don't have a lot of faith in politics, obviously, but something like this I think could really be a catalyst, because nobody wanted this. For months they were hinting, but they said, the full detail will be in the bill. Anytime they push for details, the details will be in the bill, the fine print will be in the bill. And then they dropped the bill, and it was like, okay, let's get it voted for. Let's push the vote. No time for debate. We've got to push the vote. It's nearly Christmas. It's like, well, hang on. No, you don't get to. And so there's a lot of senators now that are like, you reduced me to a rubber stamp, right? You just said, you're in this party, you need to vote for this thing now. You didn't give me time to question it or get legal advice or sit on it and ask my constituents. There was like 15,000 submissions in the narrow window that they there's like all these emails coming in, and they literally gave the barest glance to lip service of consulting with the public. And so because they've made such a mockery of democracy, and we have an election next year, if One Nation or the Libertarians or somebody can pull something together, or if some Liberal who's actually Liberal could step up and unseat Dutton, then yeah, who knows what can happen. But it seems like we're plummeting towards that worst case scenario. But that's where Hive really shines. So I want to light a fire under. If you're in Australia, no Australians. Now is the time when it's a time to be recruiting, spreading the good word. Yeah.
And on a Splinterlands note, after our little discussion last week on survival mode and the whole muskrat thing, and then Magic the Gathering did that post, the market buyout post, went through all of the cards, and like for $240, you could buy every single BCX Chaos Legion card on the market. I was like, whoa! But I beat him to it with the fungus flingers. So on my rental account. You see here, 346 fungus flingers.
Madness.
I've bought everything that was 7 cents and under. Probably about 80% of these were all 8 cents. Sorry, 5 cents. And when I got to the end, I thought, I might as well buy the 6 cents as well. So I bought them. And then there was like only 40 something at 7 cents. So I thought, might as well buy them as well. So when I left, the only fungus flingers left on the market were 8 cents or more, and there wasn't a lot of them either. So then Magic the Gathering went through and he cleaned up the market. So I think we should definitely see some price increase going pretty soon with these cards. So anyone wants a fungus flinger?
He's selling it for 15 cents.
Well, we'll see what the market does. We'll see what the market does. And with the money that was left over, I did. I maxed now all of my legendaries in the Chaos Legion core. Cool. Remember before I said I got everything except Isa the Fanged because there was only one BCX left of her. I went back, there was more of her, so I got those, and I got up to S. Well, now I've done them all. So I have every legendary Chaos Legion core maxed, even the Fiends. I wasn't going to max the Fiends, I thought, but you know, at the top level, they get that extra ability like blind or something like that. So I thought, yep, why not? So I just need to start working on the rares and the epics now. So I've got all of the commons maxed, I've got all of the legendaries maxed. So now I'm just going to start working on the rares and the epics.
Nice. Yeah, that's something I regret is I think I think there's 5 fiends, and I think 2 or 3 of them I've put on land. I just couldn't resist, right? It's like, oh, it's a gold legendary max level. Yeah, I don't use it that much. I'll just use the regular, because I had a few regular foils as well.
Yeah.
It's just a 0 mana card just to fill that gap. But that one ability, and they're normally abilities that affect the whole team, right? They're like demoralized or slow or swiftness. It's like a full on big difference between having one at max level. So I might, I don't know whether I'll pull them off land or maybe just max out the regular foil ones I have. But yeah, gold legendary, you can't not put that on your land plot, right? So
yeah. So we got, what else can I do to narrow down the search?
I bought 10 max Riftwings. It was actually after I watched Magic the Gathering's
market buyout
YouTube video. Yeah, he's talking about all this, and I was like, oh, gee. He even mentioned Riftwings, and I thought, yeah, Geo goes on about Riftwings. The universe is telling me I've got 2 people that know what they're talking about, both telling me that Riftwings are a good buy. So they were like, a lot of them were not even a cent. So I bought 10 at max, and it cost me, not much at all, really, $40 or something. I did the same thing with Vampires years ago, and I certainly don't regret that. That was 10 max Vampires for $50 all up. How are you gonna lose on 1 cent cards, right?
Exactly, so cheap. So yeah, on the Corpse Fiend we've got Silence. Fungus Fiend is slow. That's the gold foil. He's on land, the gold foil. Swiftness, and Headwinds. So yeah, they've all got something that affects the whole team, either buffing you or debuffing the opposition. But yeah, apart from, so like again, he's in my team. My gold foil Uriel is on land. So same with Quicks, maxed on my team, gold foil on land. Immortalis as well, maxed in the team, gold foil on land. So apart from those gold foils that I've got on land, everything else is maxed. Yeah, finally. Finally.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, right? Killer Dragon was saying the same thing last night. He's maxed the Chaos Legion now. He's working on the Rift Watchers, I think.
Yeah,
trying to get all that. Like he's a third of the way through Rift Watchers. I've been really slack with the newer cards. I even back to Rift Watchers Rebellion. It's like, do I save up and pull the trigger on a decent collection while they're still available in market, or do I focus on other things? I feel like with this show, it's great to keep up with what's going on in Splinterlands, but I don't want somebody who's watching me battle seeing their older cards and not getting any insight on what the newer cards can do. So I don't know what direction to go there. Maybe I'll focus on land in the future. I keep saying that, but then they keep dragging me back into battles.
Yeah, and even on my commons, the ones that I had in gold foil, I maxed them. So I got gold foil Blinding Reflector, Cephalopod, Diplunker, Goblin Physic, Lava Spider, Riftwing. So I've got 2 Riftwings. Gold foil, 2 maxed Riftwings. Gold foil is on land, and the regular I'm playing with. Supply Runner and Venari Knifer. So these gold foils. So now that was an additional expense, but I had already so many BCX in the gold that I thought bite the bullet and just do it. So yeah, all of the commons are maxed, all of the legendaries maxed. Just need to work on the rares and epics now. What's up with the rares? We've got 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. So a lot of them are there. There's not a lot that I need to do for the rares. Like definitely most of them are maxed. So just a few there. And epics, okay, epics need a bit of work. Wavebrood's maxed. Grund is maxed. Forgotten One, Inferno. Yeah, definitely some work need to be done on the epics.
I love me some Grund. One I've been using a lot recently is Minotaur Warlord. Because he reflects magic and ranged, in Super Sneak, I like to put him up first, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not very good against melee, but all the melee attacks going to the back, and all the magic and ranged is coming forward. So I'm like, well, that's a great, if I put him up front, and he does blast as well. So you hit the front card, and then he'll blast through to the second card. So I like to put, say, him, and then a couple of healers, and then somebody's good at taking that sneak damage in Super Sneak. That's been quite effective, actually. I like the each way bet of doesn't matter if it's ranged or magic coming in, it's going to be one of the two, and he's going to reflect both. Put in an amplify, maybe that Queen Mycelia for amplify, and really have some fun with it.
Yeah, nice. All right, anyone else done any purchasing recently?
No, I haven't.
No, I just grabbed those. No. Just grabbed those 10 Rift Wings. I haven't bought anything else to actually play with.
Yeah.
I've done focusing on. I've had a couple of power downs now of my SPS, and also Hive, because I want to move in solid, like at least 500,000 SPS into the SPS swap Hive pool. And just I think there's more SPS to be had there at the moment than staking rewards. And as DAO chair, I've sort of decided not to vote on proposals unless it's really, crucial. But for the most part, I think not voting on proposals is the way to go. So I'm not too concerned about vote weight.
Out of interest, how much SPS are you making a day in interest on your staked SPS?
Yeah, it's probably, I think last I checked, it was about every 2 or 3 days I'll grab, say, 4,000 SPS, just claim, and so it's growing. It's definitely growing. But it's been about 3.5 million for, it seems like forever. I just started creeping up towards that 3.6, 3.7 sort of mark.
If you think right now, for international, let's just say US, the USD value today of that SPS you've got staked, even at 10 cents, remember it was $1 at the peak of the last book. It went up to $1, making $4,000 a day interest. If you had that same USD value and you put it in the bank, how much interest are you going to make off that? You're not even going to make that in 10 years, let alone a day. That's got to be a selling point. I think a lot of us are just neglecting. We're not looking. You've got to count in the coin. So you can't say, "Oh, I've got $1,000 worth of this token." It's no, I've got 1 million of this token. You got to count in the token, not in the USD value, because.
And that's what they say. 1 Bitcoin's 1 Bitcoin, right? That's what it's worth, is 1 Bitcoin. You don't have to. Who cares what it is in silly play money? I'm not here to make money. I'm here to avoid money. That's my thing. Yeah.
I've just cracked the 2 SPS a day in interest on because I've been building up my main account after needing to liquidate to come over here, but it's that was a landmark. Yes, I'm making 2 SPS a day. And again, even that, if that was in fiat currency sitting in the bank, I'm not even going to be making that a year, and I'm making it a day. People have to start I think that's a point we don't talk about a lot, but just the interest from staking on various crypto platforms, that if you had an equivalent value sitting in a bank, and even at today's value, or at the bull run value, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be like a million times better off with the staking rewards than you're ever going to be in the bank. And yes, $1 million, I did exaggerate, but just to paint the picture.
No, you can have fun with the HBD and the interest rate. If it's 15% and you've got 100,000 HBD locked up for 3 days, then you're getting $15,000 worth of income every year. There's places in the world where you can live on that, right?
Like here.
Yeah. It's like, so all I need to do is get an eighth of the value of my house into HBD, and I'm good to just live wherever forever. So that's my thinking, is when things are getting crazy, I'll just be moving bulk stuff over into HBD, and then things calm down a bit and asset prices go down a bit. It's like, well, that's okay because I've got this constant. And then if you got that money coming in, if you got that interest coming in, the extra HBD on the savings, then you can go use that to buy more assets when things are depressed.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, this is rubbish. I'm going to sell up." And you're like, "Okay, yeah, sure. I'll buy your assets for pennies on the dollar." And then next bull run,
And that's what I'm going to do with a large portion of my super when I get it next year. I'll be buying HBD. And just
nice,
yeah. So actually, just on coins and stuff like that, I was just having a look in the break. I'll just bring it up on TribalDex. I don't know if anyone saw Cryptomancer's post in Hive Engine recently that Solana is now available to be traded in TribalDex on Hive Engine. So if you have Solana, you can. I guess it would have to be like Swap Hive or something like that. But if you've got Solana assets, then you can just swap them backwards and forwards with Hive. So that's a good move. So just looking at the shitcoins, I see they fixed the PAL. Where is it? Here. Remember, my PAL used to be worth $40,000. Simply because there's sell orders in, but no one's buying. And I'd look at my balance, and PAL was always at the top, $40,000. Woo! So they fixed that. But what have we got? XBot. This has been fluctuating. Like this was $45 the other day. XBot. I bought $10 worth of Aqualis when it first came out. So that's up at the 14 mark. Scrap is on Terracore, starting to pick up. Sim, it's got a little bit of value there. SPT. I recently liquidated my SPT when not the last buy, but the buy before. I had accumulated about 20 USD worth of SPT. That all went on cards. Like whenever I liquidate, it's all on cards. One Up's got a little bit of value. Proof of Brain, a little bit of value. Leo, I've got one Leo. So 6.5 cents. That's doing okay. And Level, remember when that first came out? I just thought, never know, see how it goes. What game was that, Gio? You got me onto that. They were doing an first-person shooter or something on the.
Yeah. I still. Oh wow, I haven't played it in ages. Just forgotten about it.
Right.
I don't know what it's called. CyberX or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had quite a bit of BXT, but I liquidated that with my last card buy up as well. So it's got to start slowly building these up again. But most of these just come for free. I don't actually. BXT I bought when I was in Colombia staying with Alex. He got me onto the BXT. They pay dividends daily based on your holdings, so it's actually a good coin to have. It's got to wait for it to come down a little bit, and I think I'll probably buy another bunch of BXT and hodl that for a while too. And you mentioned D-City earlier, Matt. So I'm number 218 in income on the D-City leaderboard. So
Well, there you go.
That's not doing, and this is using the formula Alex taught me, Eco Instant. He's number one, of course. But yeah, he showed me some the way to build my city. So I've got 25k sim, so I need to buy another building and buy some people to work in it. But yeah, that's coming along as well. And what was?
Can you look at my city, Bob? Is that something you can do? Look at somebody else's city? Sure, you can. Yes.
Absolutely.
You can have a look at Matt Clark. I'll just have a quick look at it because I've not touched it in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's redonk. I do have
Holy shit! Look at that! Wow.
I think last time I saw there was a whole lot of dead people. Like people have died and students that have probably finished their degree. I really don't know. I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Man, you need to hire 2,077 people.
Okay.
Policemen are usually a good bet because policemen give you quite some benefits. Policemen.
They're up 59%.
Yeah, okay. I usually buy policemen around 800. So there's a little bit there. But where does it tell you what they do?
I just get lost in all the menus and then I just think, and then I just go and do something else. It's all too hard.
Policeman.
I have a heap of the Alpha, the original buildings as well. Somebody offered me, they were like, are you interested in selling? And I was like, no, hang on to them. And a couple of weeks later, I thought I really should have just, there's just that feeling like, what if things go massive and I'll just stay in a little bit longer. What's it costing me? And then,
Am I scrolling past? Could someone yell out if you see policemen?
Is it not alphabetical? There's Professor.
No, it's not alphabetical. No. Wish it was. Oh, Super Cop, that's new.
Are you able to control effort and just put police or something?
I don't think so because they're all images. Control F. Police.
There we police station.
Yeah, I didn't see any policemen in
there. There we go, police station.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
So popularity 1, population 1, decreases crime and gives you a tax refund. Tax refund is pretty important in this. So, yeah. Where is he?
I was buying hard workers, I think, but I don't know if maybe they died or something. Do you feed them?
Yeah, you worked them to death.
Ranking.
Oh, damn, Eco Saint's number 1.
Yeah, well and truly. Okay, so
I'm losing money, losing 200 sim every day.
Yeah, it doesn't work on the ranking. Only, hang on, if I close this box, Clark. No, it doesn't work on ranking. Only on the city.
We built this city.
Yeah, well, I was jumping in and hiring. I think buying hard worker cards. I was doing that for a while, but then I just kind of ran out of sim, and I think I got to the point where I was not making any more sim.
Yeah,
thinking about moving other money into the game and doing stuff, but not really following along. It was like, well, I'm just going to make another mistake and then forget about it for a few months, and then I'm going to be losing money again. So
yeah,
I know a lot of people enjoy it. It's something if you really learn about it and devote yourself to it, I'm sure it's yeah.
When was the last time you sold some young citizens?
I didn't even know Young Citizen was a thing. I don't think I've ever. I don't reckon I've sold anything. I did have a whole lot of homeless people that I sent to Evelyn's. So Evelyn Clark is just homeless people.
Do you claim your Young Citizen every day?
No.
Yeah, so you go to Discord in their server and the bot commands, and you go -- claim space your username, so Matt Clark, and once every 24 hours you can claim a young citizen. If you don't do anything with them, they turn into students.
Okay.
Students collect debt. All right. So not good to have, but your young citizens, you can sell them. So on the market, young citizen. So you can sell your young citizens for 888 cents, and you get one a day.
Okay, so there's the income source.
Yeah.
And then use that to buy policemen, hard workers.
Ice cream shops are good to buy. Weed dispensaries and weed farms are good to buy. Casinos are good to buy. Barbershops and music stores are good to buy. But right now, you need people. You've got a very, very high unemployment rate.
Okay, doesn't that mean I have too many people? High unemployment rate?
No, people to hire. So
okay.
The opposite then. Yeah. So you need to buy 2,000 plus people because you've got all of these empty businesses with no one working in them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll throw some cash at buying some people. Right. And check in. I'll start making that part of my daily routine.
You've got to micromanage, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go and claim some young citizens.
Yeah. So you can get one every 24 hours. Just -- claim space username. In the server, you've got
the state must be cloning them.
So D-City, you go to bot commands. What is it?
Or I could just sell everything. Like, is somewhere on one of those summary screens where I can look at and see what it would be worth if I just dumped everything?
Possibly, but the only screen I can share with your username is the city. I can't even look at your ranking or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Because you need to be logged in as me.
Oh, here we go. Bot commands. Okay, it's not working at the moment for some reason.
That's fine. I can just copy what other people are doing when I log in to check.
Yeah, but -- claim space username.
Yep, easy.
And,
cheers.
Yeah, get a young citizen every day.
What with all those dead people? Can I just sell them or like?
Don't ask Eco. DM Eco.
Are you able to use them as fertilizer? Like, what's the deal?
Like Solvent Green. Solvent
some
green.
blood and blood. Yeah.
DM.
I need to
DM
buy. If I could buy a necromancer, he could go around and resurrect all these dead people to go and work in all these empty factories, right? There you go, Gerber. If you're listening, we need a necromancer, specialist necromancer. Get them back into work.
Yeah. No, Dev, just drop Eco a DM and just say, hey, look, just looked at my city. I'm 2,000 people short. What should I do? Yeah.
And look, if you're watching this, just throwing it out there. If you're watching this and you have too many people in your city, feel absolutely free to just send people to the Matt Clark account. I won't be angry, I promise.
Assuming that anyone's actually going to see this video.
Yes.
As you mentioned earlier, our little discussion before on a certain event in New Zealand, we could get pulled for that on YouTube, and with Free Speak being down, we could be just doing this for nothing. But if that happens, I will post this to Odyssey and I will link to Odyssey, so you will get to see this video even if YouTube pull us. Yeah.
Nice.
We've got just less than a day to go, I think, for end of season. So glint spending will be next episode. One day, 12 hours to go. So I've got 300k nearly already. So by next season, it'd be a nice amount of glint to spend. Packs. 6 Gladius packs because we opened them all in the last episode. So it's going to be a while before we have another 100 Gladius packs to open.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything to spend or open?
No, I've been just buying. So now that I've tapped out on my glint, like every time like a new season would pass over, I was able to like max everything out. But now that I don't have that amount or that amount required to get everything, throughout the season, once I acquire a little bit more glint, I'll just like grab like 100. What do you call it? 100
Ultimates?
chests.
Oh,
Yeah, ultimates. Yeah, because I don't have enough to get it all, so I got to
Yeah.
like choose,
So
throughout the
make
season.
make sure you save it and do it on the show.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah, I'll
do
do
it.
that now. Yeah.
Don't do it end of season. Bang, 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 bang. Like keep it. Save it for the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Cheers, like end of season's a day away and the next recording's 7 days away. Just going to sit here and have a big stack of glint for 6 days. What kind of self-control paragon do you think I am? It's all right, Bob. I'll do that. I'll do that for you.
all right.
I'll
Yeah,
be the
just let me
responsible
be.
grown-up.
Yeah, just
Okay, just 6 days, Gio. Just 6 days. All right.
all
Just
right.
build it up,
Yeah.
or don't
Yeah.
do it for a month. Like get 5 seasons worth of glint and then buy everything.
Yeah, all I have to do is translate what I'm doing with the Gladius packs to
Yeah.
glint.
Like, to buy merits to get Gladius packs. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. Well, not to open them.
Yeah, but is that
Altogether.
what you want to do with the glint? Buy merits?
No,
No?
not just merits, but to get the chest, to get merits, to build up on the packs. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. That's
Because
exactly
I'm focusing on those ultimate chests as my first step every end of season.
For me, the chests are more important than like the rare chest and common and whatever else.
Yeah.
So I get like those ones first.
So like I go the ultimate chests and I go major chests and I go minor chests and then whatever's left over, then I'm going epics. Yeah. So so next episode, am I spending my glint or am I saving my glint for a big shop?
Well, 300. How much will you get at the end of the season? You reckon? Like altogether, how much would you have?
300k end of season, but by the time the next episode comes along with the daily
Probably
rewards
get
as well,
Yeah.
maybe 350, somewhere between 350 and 400, I guess.
Mhm.
Glint to spend.
Yeah, that's not enough to max out everything, but it's a lot more, right? You can do a
Well,
lot
that would
more
get
with
me
it.
all. That would get me
Yes.
batch 1, ultimate, major, and minor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think the last time we did that, I only had enough left over to buy 2 epic cards, I think. But it gets me all of the chests.
That's what matters. Yeah.
Yeah, in batch 1. So do I do that next episode, or do I save it up for a 700k, 800k spend at the end of the next season?
If you're asking me, I'd say no. But if you're asking Matt, he'd probably say yes.
Yeah, what do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I like to spend it when it's there. Yeah,
because you spend it at the end of season, what you get is going to help you get more for the next season. Yeah.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like what Gio does when he does his big opens. I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely saving up for another 100 Gladius packs. So I won't be opening them until I get another 100 Gladius packs.
You had a bit of a win that you shared in Discord, Bob. With you beat my guildmate. You beat Stephen Patrick.
No, he beat me again.
Oh, really? Did you? I must have misread that. Oh, that's funny then. Okay, sorry for mentioning it.
Who is it? Okay. Why can I never remember his name?
Yeah, Stephen Patrick.
Yes, Stephen Patrick. No,
yeah,
he beat me
he
again.
Like beat you in every brawl, and then you shared.
Every single brawl, he beats me.
Misread it.
Yeah.
I must have misread it. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't win. I was on the top, but defeat. And then underneath Stephen Patrick victory.
So actually, the way to beat Bob is to have 2 first names as your user ID. That's
all right. That's the secret sauce, is it?
Yeah.
I would just like to win once, just once. In fact, the previous brawl in Praetorians, George's Guild, if you have a flawless win on the brawls, he used to give you 5 chaos packs. Now he's doing rebellion packs. So you get a rebellion pack. The previous brawl, I only had 1 loss. Stephen Patrick.
Oh, look at that.
He owes me a rebellion pack. He owes me a rebellion pack. He was almost 1 short of a flawless victory for a rebellion pack, and it was him. It was him.
I just talking about being beaten by the Roaring Twenties. I just scrolled down and Killer Dragon in Wild just had beaten me. So I mean, it's a bot wars, right? Dragon. It's the bot wars, all right. It was his bot and his cards. So yes, the respect goes to him having the cards, but it's the bot. Yeah,
he was flashing his collection last night at the meetup. It's like, oh, look at this, and he's got Max C-Rack and all this, huge high mana.
Jealous. He's even got a level 4 Izzy. I'm still rocking a level 3.
Yeah,
actually,
his core is nearly level 5.
Anyone who's watching, okay, if you have, who should I pay? The winner or the loser? Like, you remember when Sinistry did the cog token as a commissary?
That was so cool. And then some softcock had to complain and then made drama over it.
Yeah, some whale was offended that he got a commissary token and smashed all his posts and
what a flog.
Sent him some really disturbing DMs on Discord because he felt put out because he received a free token as a commissary token for being beaten.
He took offense to it.
Yeah. But who should I pay? The winners or the losers? Losers as a commissary? Or winners for well done?
I think winners for well done. I think there's a bit of a moral hazard in paying people to lose.
Okay, all right. So if you hear your name called out and you are 1 hive each, if you comment on the video, Miko67, Ollie Bulls, Hewitt, NG Momo, Progressive PT, BK300 BNB. That's a bot. It's got to be a bot. Okay. Any of those names I just called out, comment on this video and I will send you 1 hive each. All right. Anyone got any news, anything interesting? I mean, last week there was lots of goodies to talk about from the town hall. Yeah. Anyone got anything this week before we battle?
No, it's just the dust settling. I think with all the changes, it's exciting to see what Cryptomancer's up to with land 1.75. Also he bought the first gold foil Heloise. 14 million DEC. So that's
wow. Whoa. So what's that?
It's like about 18,000 Aussie dollars.
$1,400.
No. 14,000. More than 14,000 US. Well, yeah, it's less because DEC
it's like 13,000. It's like maybe 12,000 something, 13,000.
Yeah,
US.
But that's US dollars too. So in our terms, that's like
it's like 16, 17.
Yeah, dropping 17 grand on a single card.
And the rest. That's probably close to 18, 20, somewhere between 18 and 20 at the moment. 1 USD is buying $1.65. Oz.
Yeah. Okay.
So 65 cents. Mm-hmm. Oh no, or $1.65 is
Okay, so 65 US cents buys one Australian dollar.
We're pretty weak. That's a weak currency.
You want to see the chart for the US dollar when Trump got in. So it's a lot of people are excited. I was so surprised. Yeah. But obviously, there's a lot of, or maybe just before the election, the uncertainty of who it's going to be could have caused it to go down, and it would have gone up regardless of who won.
Yeah. But the thing is,
just because there was a resounding win, maybe.
Yeah, look, a strong USD is good for everyone who earns it, right? Even outside, because it's like the currency that people want to earn, right? So it's good for you. It's good for people who work online. It's you know,
it's
good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to the point where you win 3 matches in Wild and you pay off your house with it in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the AUD just crumbles even more. just.
It was like when we had Aggie on the show. He kept saying Australian pesos.
Yes,
Australian dollar.
He's not wrong. It's heading. It's every day it's looking more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking last night at the meetup about, you're going to pay off your mortgage. It's like, no, they're Aussie dollars. Why would I be scared of owing Aussie dollars?
Yeah. Are you able to battle this week, Gio? Did you turn the clock back on your bot?
No, I haven't touched it, but what happens is it doesn't go every day. It moves, pushes an hour.
So you can battle this week?
Yeah, okay.
All right, why don't you send Matt a battle?
I will. Challenge.
And then send me one, since you haven't battled for a couple of weeks.
Has it been a couple?
Yeah, last, I think 2 or 3, your bot's been running. So you haven't battled.
I think two.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I've sent.
All right.
Received, accepted.
You want to share your screen, Joe, while you're picking?
Yes, sir. Where are we? There we go. Share. There we go. Allow. What do we have here? So we got
even reach rounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even
with gladiator. A gladiator even reach around.
That's really good. I like that. Yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I thought, why not go with a different. Usually I would go with blue, but I was like, why not try this? Be a bit of fun.
Well, now Matt knows that you haven't gone blue.
That's all right.
I didn't want to, slightly listening.
Didn't want to give it away with my comments, but.
No. Let's do this. Yeah.
I'm totally absorbed in my own little world over here. It's interesting because it's Gladiator rule set and it's a Gladiator challenge, so we can
so you got
squeeze in 2 Gladiators.
Yeah.
And that's decent. That's well decent. They can do some stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, that usually means Cora and Katrova. But I think a lot of people are expecting that now.
That's my default, I want to do something, even if I'm not going to win it. I just want to do. I always go Cora and all that.
Yeah. I like doing interesting stuff. I don't mind if I lose, as long as I submitted an interesting team. I like this one that I've done. I haven't tried this strategy before.
What I'm going to do. Right.
But yeah, I think when Earth is available, and you've got the extra Gladiator, I think a lot of people are doing the Cora Katrova. So now there's a lot of people who are planning on the opposition doing that, and they're combating that with their lineup.
Wow. The thing is, Matt, what are you doing? We got basically the same shit. Dude.
Yeah. We've both gone weapons training. We've both
dude. Okay, I'm just gonna. Can we just press battle? I mean,
not yet. Hang on. Let's have a look.
We're both ignoring the taunts because we're both going scatter shot, so it's just going to go everywhere.
Yeah.
We're both. Yeah. I haven't really boosted my speed, so if you've got any speed boosts there, like beyond.
You've got Crash Man. He's speed boosting.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I'll go first then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be an absolute just RNG fest.
RNG, yeah.
Who fires where first? Is there going to be any concentration of firepower?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's a Matt. It's a Matt.
Oh, yeah, that's See, she has swiftness as well. My fire lady up the back there, I forget her name.
Yeah.
I use her heaps. She's
Sinash?
so good. Sinash, Candice Sinash. That's it. Oh, rolled your Geo.
You did.
Wow.
You did.
And considering both teams are so similar, that was a very unexpected result.
It was just those two speed boosts, right? So I got to go first.
Yeah, and that made all the difference.
Also, I did bring an Ifrit Rising, so it attacked every second turn. I was hoping maybe he had something use Giant Killer on. Maybe he had a tank or something that I couldn't get past.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been good for the Coras, for
exactly
the heavy HP.
Yeah. All right. So essential challenge, Geo.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's roll.
Low mana. Another reach around. An unprotected reach around. and without sneak. An unprotected reach around with no sneak.
No fog of war. You can't go from behind, so there's no sneaky action. This is face to face. Okay, this is as personal as it gets. There's no back shots here. No.
Unprotected. Okay.
Terrible. Yuck. All right.
5 minutes, chaps.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. That. Yeah.
21's not a lot of mana.
It's not.
And you start thinking, if I have too many small pieces, is there going to be a scavenger there or am I feeding somebody's bloodlust because it's 21? It's like I'll just fill it up with low health cards. So many different layers to this game theory.
Yep. Well, this is the best I'm probably going to do. So.
All right.
Let's roll. Oh,
there it is.
Well, we don't have long.
Okay,
so I'm just going to play.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that this is Geo's match to lose.
Damn, he didn't last long.
Yeah, and there's the bloodlust there now.
Yeah. I do like the scavenge with a low mana match because I'm expecting a lot more death. Yeah, well done, Geo.
Thank you. Can we squeeze one more in? What's the time? I don't see it right now.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay, it's a quick one.
Yeah, I reckon we can do it.
So,
please tell me you've received.
To who?
Received?
To Matt.
Geo sent to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
31 mana. There are no rules. The only rule is there's no rules.
So no fatigue match, Matt.
Yeah.
Notorious for fatigue matches when we're down to the minute.
Hey, all I'm interested in is playing the best hand, right?
You gonna share screen, Geo?
Oh yes. I thought I was. I thought I didn't stop it.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, I've submitted. So look, if the match takes a while, but I didn't take very long to submit, maybe it evens things out.
Maybe
there's a clue there about how long I expect this match to take.
Battle, let's go.
I can't not play Olivia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's your thing. Hey, she's
I
your
don't
girl,
think I have
man.
it in me.
I
She's
haven't
your
been doing
girl.
that well, but then again, mine is only level 2. So I know
Camping out behind Izzy, he takes all of that brunt while she gets the martyrdom when he dies, and also gets the whatever skills that she gets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Double shot? She get double shot then? Double
The only
strike? I think she
danger
did.
is if someone has snipe before she builds up anything. She can be one of the first ones to go. But I see you've got the chook and the fiend there as well for snipe bait. Yeah.
Yeah, sneak. Yeah, sneak bait. Well done, Gio.
Right.
Good work,
Yeah.
mate.
Just to retaliate, that came in. Just did its work when it hit.
And no time. That's one each, and no time for a best of 3 because we're out of time. So thanks for joining us on 151. We will be back next week with 152. I got it right this week, mate. Got it right this week. Yep. I'm looking forward to be able to say episode 180. That's going to be, I can't wait for that. Thanks for joining us. See you next week on Boba Fett. Peace out.